Hi guys, welcome to another one of my reviews this morning, or this afternoon even. I normally do them in the morning, but today obviously I'm doing one in the afternoon. So it's my review of the new Joma Propulsion Cup AG that I picked up last week. This boot here. So as you can see, this is a Joma boot in an AG sole plate. I picked this up from Football in Motion. Obviously they are a Spanish brand or a Spanish company, so I thought it'd be good to try and do a review of a Spanish boot, which is what Joma are. Now, I got this boot for under £100, which is roughly $120, I think, something around there. So what are my thoughts on this boot for basically something that's so £100? So as you can see, it's in this kind of gold colorway. It's got a iridescent, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick that up, it's got an iridescent sole plate, which is quite nice. If I come back from the camera there, you might be able to see that a little bit better. So yeah, so we've got a iridescent sole plate. It's a synthetic upper, so it kind of replicates leather, but it's obviously not a leather boot. It's very padded, as you can see by the fall through here. I wore this for about an hour and 40 minutes during training on Tuesday. So what's my thoughts? As I said, it's a synthetic upper, so it's not leather, although it very, very much replicates leather. It's very, very padded. It's got a knit tongued area here, so again, it fully locks you in. So yeah, the boot. What do I have to say about this boot? Wow, I've got to be honest, guys. For any people out there who don't want to spend over £100, it does come in a black. Obviously, you still get these graphics, which some people may like, some people don't. I will insert a picture of the black version so that people can see that. But yeah, basically for anybody who's out there who doesn't want to spend over £100, is looking for a comfortable boot, and you may want to go away from the traditional brands and so on and so forth. This is a pretty solid boot, I've got to be honest. As you can see, it's quite wide, so for anybody with a wide foot, it's going to accommodate you really well. There's pretty much some good give in it as well. I don't know what Joma have done here, but although it's a synthetic upper, it almost feels leather. But according to their website and the research I've done, it is synthetic. But if it is synthetic, it is brilliantly close to leather. Because as I said, it's very padded, it's very comfortable. Obviously the touch on the ball is not as thin as some people may like, but you know, for potentially the elderly player, should we play, or the older player, should I say, who don't want super spangly light boots, or who are maybe a bit, you know, wear Copa Mondials or Kaiser Cups or something like that, but don't particularly want to maybe spend over £100, which obviously the Copas are. Maybe you don't want the flappy tongue, I don't know. Yeah, this is not a bad boot, I've got to be honest. To be honest, yeah, the lockdown's good, the comfort was great, obviously, especially in the AG. The ground at the moment in the UK is kind of a mixed bag. It's just changing from that firm ground to that really sort of hard ground. So an AG boot is great. Don't have to have it in this gold colour. It comes in a black colour, as I said. It's quite a heavy boot. It weighs in at 280 grams, which is about 9.8 ounces. That's heavy. It's not going to be a super speed boot. They advertise it as a speed boot, but it's definitely not, because as I said, it is super heavy really compared to most other boots out there. But on the flip side of that, for £100, you are getting a pretty solid boot. Now, I wouldn't have said that from a brand that I don't really know a great deal about, but it's not bad. As I said, it's got great lockdown. You know, there's nothing super special about it. It's got an internal heel counter hit to the rear here. You've got kind of like these old Adidas stability wings here. I don't think they really do anything, but that's not necessarily. The inside is fairly padded. I don't know if you guys can see in there. The insole does come out, but it's been stuck in, but there's nothing special about it. It literally is just like a thin piece of foam there, but again, it's comfortable. As I said, you've got this knitted collar or knitted tongue version here, which again sits really nicely. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's got a little bit. It kind of is a bit of a, I don't know, it's a bit of a cross between the New Balance 442 Pro leather version, the goldy coloured one, which I've got, and then a mixed bag of maybe a couple of other boots. I can't even really put my foot on it, but for the price, it's worth it, guys. Especially if you don't want anything super spangly or special and you don't want to spend a fortune, and you maybe have just got a bit bored with Adidas or Nike of what they're offering at this moment in time. Okay, the sole plate may be not to everyone's cup of tea. I'm not going to lie, the goldy colour may not be to everyone's cup of tea either. But hey, guys, as I said, it comes in a black, and if you can get past the white graphic saying powerful and powerful on the inside there, this is a great solid boot for under £100, and for $120, yeah, maybe sometimes you should just look away from the norm, so to speak. And I basically wouldn't have got this boot if it wasn't for Football Emotion. I've obviously been buying most of my boots from them. This cropped up on their main page, and I thought, hey, do you know what? I'm going to give that a go for less than £100 here in the UK. It's great. I will say I had to go down half a size, which is perfect. So I'm normally a UK 9 in Adidas boots, and with Nike I'm kind of like in between of a 8.5 and a 9. So I normally go 9. I did go down to an 8.5 in this. So if you are an Adidas wearer and you usually got a 9, go for the 8.5. As I said, if you're Nike, again for me, I went down half a size. I just felt it was the right option, and I'm glad I did. If I'd gone for the 9, it would have been far too long. So yeah, guys, as I said, if you're looking for a new boot for the season, or you're playing on 4G and AG and 3G and all that sort of stuff, this is a great boot, guys. It's comfortable. It's obviously designed for AG, but I played it on grass and it was absolutely fine. But then, as I said, the ground is starting to get harder now in the UK, so it was probably just about the right time to make that switch to an AG boot. But yeah, it's if you want a bit of thickness and a bit of padding, you don't want to get stood on or anything like that, go for it, guys. I really would recommend this boot, definitely for 100%. I can't fault it. I'll do a little bit of an on feet showing, so you can see what it looks like on feet. But yeah, if you're out there in the market for a new boot and you want to go away from something that you've not tried, or you want to try something different, give it a go, guys. Can well recommend it, 100%. So here we go, guys. As I said, the new Joma Propulsion AG Cup in my usual, or not my usual, but in a size 8.5. I said I've come down half a size. You can see what the boot looks like. You've got that iridescent sole plate, but absolutely great, guys. Can't fault it at all. It's super comfortable, especially for an AG boot. It's very padded, as you can see here. Obviously my toe is just touching the end there. I've got one foot slightly smaller than the other, so my right foot is slightly smaller. The left foot there, I went down just half the size, which is just perfect. And as I said, guys, this is definitely for sub £100, definitely worth a go, guys. Obviously $120 is something different. It gets you away from the normal brands. It's really comfortable. Yeah, I really recommend this boot for someone that doesn't want to spend a massive amount coming into the new season, or even if you play on AG. So there's loads of studs there. It's absolutely perfect for that, if that's what you're looking for. Give it a go, guys. Say smash a like. Thanks for watching, and yeah, please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.